Whew. I mean, where do you even begin? I've been taking some time to think about kind of the craziness of the situation in this world and how things are just kind of progressing the way that they are. But I hope you and your family and your loved ones are safe. I know there are many of you who are personally touched by the pandemic, and also for those who are working in the healthcare industry, thank you so much. I'm grateful for your time, your energy, and praying for just that extra boost, that extra something to keep you going, and also just for God's presence to just be with you. My family, we're finally all indoors. I know Waco, College Station, Austin, we're all staying shut indoors. And my brother up in Virginia, he's doing all right. Yeah, it's strange times we're living in, and I wanted to check in on you guys personally, but also I wanted to make this video for you to have some face-to-face interaction, because honestly, most of my interactions are going through video, and so I've been on video calls and Zoom calls for a lot of the past couple of weeks. With everything that went down, there was just a lot of adjustment of taking ministry online, taking our small groups online, our large group meetings online, taking leadership selection online, which has its pros and cons, but here I am, wanted to make this video to update you on what's going on in my life right now in the midst of a pandemic. It was funny because when we got the news of COVID-19, about how it was getting as serious as it was, we were still at our Houston Urban Plunge, and there at that week, we were able to experience God transform students in radical ways, to open their eyes and their hearts and minds to things that they haven't really thought of before or seen before, or at least bring fresh perspective into things. In the middle of the week, everyone's tired, everyone's soaking in a lot of the things that we've been learning this week, and then we get messages from the universities who are saying spring break is extended, just kidding, classes are extended, oh by the way, campus is going to be closed, and there are students who are trying to figure out what's going to happen once we go back out there, because it's strange to be in a bubble like a missions project and to come out of that and see that the world is basically not how we left it. But ministry is moving forward. Like I said, a lot of things have moved online. It took a little bit just to get things kind of kick-started, and while we want to stay on top of innovating and starting new things with these opportunities that we have with online ministry, I think it's also important to sit with students who are really grieving, or at least going through a lot of stress and anxiety. The reality is that the quarantine, or this pandemic, has exacerbated a lot of people's mental health. And it's strange to think about planning for the future of ministry with the state of the world and how it is. We don't really know what next week is going to bring, but I think Jesus' invitation for me has been to just be present in ministry right now. There are people who are going through things. There are people who have had graduations pushed, they don't get the graduation ceremony that they thought they would. I have taken some time to mourn the fact that I don't get to send off some students that I came here with. Or when I first got here at A&M, they were the freshmen, and now they're graduating, but I don't get to properly say goodbye or send them off. And I know that's a part of my heart that hurts, and for them and their families, can't imagine what's going on. If you could be praying for our ministry as of right now, we still plan on finishing the semester and training new leaders and raising up leaders to help lead the ministry in the coming year. But there's just a lot to deal with at the same time. So would you pray for both the innovative minds, but also the hearts to grieve, and just be present in the tension of both. Connection has been on my mind. And what does connection actually look like? In isolation, what does it mean for me to connect with God on a very deep level? But also when we don't get to see people face to face, how do we connect with others? How do we build community? And that's a question that I'd love to ask y'all. What do you think it really means, or what does it take to connect with people online? What does it take to connect with people while we're all separated? Yeah, would love to hear your thoughts on that. And finally, as I'm thinking about the future and with ministry, I realize I haven't been able to tell you my decision yet. But I'm happy to announce that I will actually be staying in College Station for one more year. The role that I'm taking is going to be adjusted, and without going into details, half of my time is going to be put with working with students and with InterVarsity's ministry at Texas A&M as a whole. And then the other half is actually going to be put towards creating video content, media engagement, to better interact with people online, whether it's through video, social media, maybe our website, for our regions. That's going to be all of InterVarsity's ministries for Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. Who knows, that might be really needed now that all of our ministry is going online. And so I don't know what that job's gonna look like. I don't think this has ever been done before, but I'm excited to see the possibilities that Jesus is opening up, and who knows what could happen. I am excited for the possibilities, and though this summer is not gonna look like I thought it would. But I know that I'm committed to stay for another year here in College Station. I will continue to invest in the ministry, and I want to see this ministry thrive and grow. If you have any questions about what that looks like, if you just want to reach out and let me know how I could be praying for you, I would love to stay in touch. Honestly, I'll be doing video calls, and just shoot me a text or FaceTime me, because I'm not going anywhere. That's all I've got today. I appreciate you guys, again, praying for your safety, praying for your sanity and your mental health and your spiritual health. And thank you again, healthcare workers, for those who are going on the front lines, for those who can't stay home in this time. Thank you for what you do. I'm super, super grateful. So until then, I'll talk to you guys soon.